Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue. I'm the black powder editor for Guns of the Old West magazine. And today we're going to take a look at the classic American long rifle. This one is made by TVM, Tennessee Valley Muzzleloading in Mississippi. It's a Pennsylvania style. This is basically a York County style. And these guns would have come in the late 1750s through 1760s and really picked up steam in the 1770s. So let's take a look at this one and then we'll put it through its paces. This is my Tennessee Valley Muzzleloading iron-mounted Pennsylvania rifle. It's a 50 caliber rifle. It's got a straight 7/8 inch barrel instead of having a swamp barrel, and I really like the way in this configuration this barrel balances. So I decided not to go with a swamp barrel on this. We'll take a closer look at the lock on the iron-mounted Pennsylvania rifle. This lock has 3 positions. This is in the fire position. That's half cock, which is where the frizzen would be closed in the priming charge. All the way back is full cock. This gun has double set triggers, which a lot of rifles did, but not all rifles. This would have been an expensive upgrade, but I like them, and most modern shooters tend to favor them, though I've got a couple of flintlocks that don't have them, and they're good hunting guns. But the way these work, this is on full cock, you would pull that first trigger and that sets the front trigger, and now just a couple of ounces makes it fire, and that's what makes a gun go off. As I've told you in the past, I believe in having a horn and bag for each muzzleloader that you own, instead of trying to change around components in your bag as you change guns. Because that's a perfect way to forget to bring something, is to have to load the bag fresh every time you change guns, or to end up with the wrong caliber balls, or just any kind of problem can happen. So I like to have my bags packed, ready to go, and specific to each gun. So this is the bag and the horn for this Pennsylvania rifle. This is a white plain cow's horn. It has a screw plug, makes it easier to fill, and from the front plug on all of my horns, I dangle a powder measure. This one holds 70 grains of 3F powder, and that's what I use to load the rifle. Alright, the contents of my pouch are pretty simple. Short starter, 490 balls, here I have a tin with pre-cut patching material. So this patch is already cut but not yet greased. And I just find that makes it easier in the field to have those ready. And the other alternative is to carry just a hunk of patching, which I do sometimes. This tin holds grease for lubing my patches. It's a mixture of beeswax and lamb's tallow. And then this is my little cleaning kit. It's got a toe worm, right, to hold the toe. Also has a jag for using patches, a couple of extra flints. So that's what goes in the pouch when I go in the field. Well, loading the Pennsylvania long rifle, not difficult. I'm going to try to keep this on camera. It's a long muzzle to try to position, but the first step, as always, the most important perhaps, is to load your measure with powder and put a full measure of powder down the barrel. So here we go, 70 grains of 3F powder from our horn tip measure, and we'll cap that back up. There we go. Alright, with the powder down, next step is to patch a round ball and send that down. Now you can use pre-cut patching. In this case, I'm going to use a 490 ball, and I'm going to use full-size patching. I'll cut it at the muzzle. So we start it with the short leg of the short starter. Gather it up. And with a sharp knife, we'll just cut it off. So it's nice and even with the muzzle. That's what we want. And then we can just send it down. And now, so we've got our muzzle guard in, and I'm going to use my steel rod and get it all the way down. And now we're all set except for priming. And I'm going to prime with the horn I loaded it from, and I'll do that when I'm at the firing line. Well, we've got Eagle Roy set up 50 yards downrange, and we've got the Pennsylvania rifle from TVM, and let's see if we can make them ring. Dead center, that's what we like. Okay, well, let's try something a little bit different. We'll give Roy a break and we'll shoot a clay bird. See if we can hit that with the Pennsylvania rifle. It's about 20 yards. Not too difficult to target, but we'll see how I do. Well, it doesn't get any better than that.